Hi everybody, we have a litter full of Australian Labradoodle puppies for you in this video. In today's video, this is the 6-week update for our Cloudy Skies litter, and we are going to just let everybody enjoy watching the puppies play, and we're going to talk a little bit about what to expect when you get your puppy home, safety tips, biting tips, and just some general explanations of what to be ready with when your new Van Isle Labradoodle puppy comes home. Hi, I'm Claire from Van Isle Labradoodles, and the 7 puppies from our Cloudy Skies litter are 6 weeks old today. I just can't believe how soon it's happened that they're already 6 weeks old. In 2 weeks, these guys will be leaving us, although I have to say it seems like it's absolutely ages ago that we were getting up every couple of hours during the night to tube feed them. These little Labradoodles are so much fun. We have lots and lots of fun personalities in this litter. They are a sweet group of puppies, extremely people-focused, and just so much fun. Now, one of the first things I want to talk to you about is when your puppy comes home to you, of course, they're not fully vaccinated because they're not old enough to be fully vaccinated. Puppies go home with their first set of shots, and that first set of shots really doesn't provide much of anything by way of protection. And then the second set of shots is when 4 weeks later, and then the third set of shots is 4 weeks after that. And it takes a couple of weeks after that third set of shots for all of the immunity to be fully in place. So you have to be aware of safety for your puppy while they're unvaccinated. This does not mean leaving your puppy in a vacuum in your house and your own yard and never going anywhere or doing anything. That would be the worst mistake to make. And you will hear lots of growls and lots of barks today because these puppies are just all full of themselves now with tons of energy. So there's lots of playing going on and lots of jockeying for position. So when your puppy's not vaccinated, what do you do? How do you get them out and about and socialize them without risking their health? Well, you use your common sense. First of all, parvo and distemper are not particularly common any longer, thankfully. There are still things around though, and you do have to be mindful of where you're taking your puppy. So for instance, you never want to take them to a dog park. Who knows what's going on at a dog park? A dog park's not safe for a dog for a variety of reasons, and we never recommend you ever go to an off-leash dog park. But you definitely aren't going to go there with your puppy. You're not going to want to take them out on camping trips because there's all sorts of wild animals that you have no idea what they are carrying or what your puppy can get into. So no camping trips for until they're fully immunized. But it's perfectly fine to take them out and about in your neighborhood. Likely you know your neighbors, you know the dogs in your neighborhood, and you know that they're vaccinated, in which case it's perfectly fine to go within that limited area. The one place you really want to be careful not to have your puppy with their feet on the ground though is your vet clinic. You're going to be going to your vet for their shots, but of course, just like a human hospital, the vet is where sick dogs go. So you want to take your puppy in their crate, and you want to bring the puppy blanket that comes in your puppy starter kit with you, put that on the table where the vet is examining the puppy. And what I always do is call ahead before any of my unvaccinated puppies go in, and just check and make sure that nobody has been in that day with anything that's contagious. There's no way that the vet staff can keep up with everything and remember, oh yeah, they're coming with an unvaccinated puppy. So help them out and just call ahead and double check before you take your puppy into the clinic. So that's the main thing. If you're going to a friend's place, you'll know if your friend has vaccinated their dog or not. And it's perfectly fine for your dog to interact with dogs who are fully vaccinated and are not going to daycare or on pack walks. You do not want your dog interacting with any dogs, whether they're in your family or not, that do attend daycare or have been in a boarding kennel or go in pack walks. Because again, that's where you have all sorts of dogs and things you don't know about, and where they can pick up all sorts of diseases and fleas and other things you don't want your puppy to be exposed to. So common sense. And if you don't know, then put your puppy in some sort of a pack so that you can carry them and their feet aren't on the ground. So that's the first thing. Now the other thing, you see the puppies are growling and barking and carrying on here. Totally normal. This is what we want puppies to be doing. This is how they learn various things. The other thing you can see they're doing is biting my clothes, and they're going to be biting me. So this is not what you want your puppy to be doing. Now, fortunately, all the puppies, except for one, are in our Head Start program. So we will be working on this extensively with all of those puppies. Great for families with young kids and grandkids, and really nice just for everyone that will have already gotten working with your puppy on this, so that the bite inhibition has already been started. Now, you can't start that too soon. Now is just when we can start doing that with the puppy, because they're too young to understand. And initially we want them to learn this is our skin, and then we want to learn skin is not something we want you to be biting, or my shoes and my clothing. Now, when they're biting your shoes and your clothing, what are they doing? Well, they're exposing themselves to all sorts of risk and germs there too. Have puppy clothes, have puppy shoes. These are my puppy clothes and puppy shoes. They stay here. They aren't traveling all over the place and going everywhere and bringing germs home. I have different clothes that I wear here with the puppies and shoes, and we even have indoor and outdoor shoes so that the puppies are always as safe as they can possibly be. And of course, my puppy clothes are not clothes I would be going out wearing anyways. They usually have lots of rips in them. So when they're biting your clothing though, this is something you don't want your puppy to be doing. And it's really important, if you have young children around your puppy, that they're not running around with the puppy, because the puppy's going to immediately be chasing them and be pulling on their pants. Very bad habit, very difficult habit to change. And it's very easy for the puppy to look adorable and pulling on your kid's pants, and then the next time it's not their pants, it's their leg, and then, oh well, now we have a really big problem. So when they're chewing on your clothing like that, what you're doing, oh, good job, they're peeing on the pee pad over there. Good job, Yellow, yay. We're also starting to reinforce that with the puppies who are in the Head Start program. So when they're doing that, so here's Red, she's chewing on my clothing. I need to have something that's more interesting than my clothing. So you can't just offer them anything. It has to be something more exciting, more interesting, more engaging than your body part or your clothing. So that's where the toys in your puppy starter kit are all designed to be just that type of toy. So we want something crinkly, squeaking. See how that gets everyone's attention? Oh yeah. I like to always have a toy that has a good squeaker in my pocket when I'm working with puppies who are at this biting stage, because that way I can always go and they will stop doing what they're doing right away, and then we can redirect them and focus them on something different. Very easy to do. Now I'm doing that with all 7 of the puppies here. Obviously you'll only have 1, so it makes it a little bit easier than trying to negotiate doing that with 7 at a time. Oh my goodness, did you have a little cough? So couple of tips there. Common sense, when they're not vaccinated, no paws on the floor at the vet clinic or anywhere else that's strange. This would apply to if you're taking your puppy to a pet-friendly store, such as a place like Winners. You want to be having your puppy in their bed, in a pack that you're carrying them, in their bed, in the buggy, on their own blanket, not on the ground. Your clothing, your shoes, all safe, separate from what you're doing when you're outside going about your business, right? Oh yes, oh yes. And that holds true for everyone. And I would also tell you right now, if you're having guests over to your home, because everybody's going to want to come and visit your new puppy, you have them leave their shoes outside, their outdoor jackets outside, have them wash their hands before they interact with your puppy. Don't they sound angry? Now, this is another thing. We get a lot of people saying, oh, my dog's so aggressive. Oh, they're fighting. They're going to kill each other. Not to worry at all. You don't interfere if you are having a pup date. You let them do this, because this is really important. So you see Red and Yellow right now. See, the teeth are flying, and they're serious. They are establishing right now which one of those 2 girls is the head girl. They're both about the same size, so they frequently interact with one another that way. And that's to establish, am I going to be the lead girl or you? Because were these puppies not going to all be spayed and neutered, these would be dogs that would be competing for the single breeding spot and the single breeding female role. And so, of course, survival of the fittest, we want to have the one who is going to be the one that can, you know, be the top dog, so to speak. So you don't interfere with that. You just let them go. Just if it bothers you, turn around and don't watch, because sometimes if you're not used to it, it does sound really ferocious and if they're harming one another. But if you notice and watch very carefully, those teeth are not actually biting each other. They're showing their teeth. So that's another tip. Puppies read your face. Puppies can't speak English, but they speak body language far better than we do. Your face and your body are really important with your puppy. So I want you to all practice in the mirror. I want you to practice smiling without smiling like this, because when you do this, to a puppy that reads as this, where you're showing your teeth, and that's a sign of aggression. Instead, smile like this. Smile where you've got a happy face, open your face up, just be happy looking, but don't show your teeth. The other thing is your mad face. Puppies respond far better to you going like this and saying, Oh my goodness me. Because if you look at these puppies while they're interacting, they have mad faces on with one another. So that's what they're looking for. That's what that's all about. And you want to be able to give that same mad face to your puppy when you're trying to tell them no. Works much better than using your actual voice all the time. And you want to have a finger that you point at them with your index finger. Shake your head and go, Now these puppies are just going to start learning what NO means. They've been too young so far. So what we do to get a puppy's attention when we want to tell them NO is we go like this. Doesn't sound like anything else. No sounds like go. It can even sound like some dogs' names, such as Coco. All that sounds like the word no. So we don't want to have cues be mistaken for something that's something good or their name. Purple, purple, puppy, puppy, puppy. Hey, Burpee. Hi. Hi, good puppies. Good puppies, yeah. Oh, no. Did somebody step on our little foot? There we go. So that's how you get their attention when you want them to come or pay attention. Nice, happy clap. Hi, puppies, hi. That kind of a voice. And puppy, puppy, puppy is something they all know. And when you want to tell them NO, which I don't want to do right now and confuse them, then you're going to have that serious mad face. You're going to shake your head. You're going to do the in a serious tone. And if you really are upset and they really aren't listening, then the finger comes out. Now I can tell you with our own dogs, I don't speak. I just have to go, and they know exactly what I mean. And if I can see our dogs in a distance sometimes, I can just go and tell them, and they know exactly what I'm saying. They know I'm telling them I love them. Of course they don't know what I love you means, but they know what the message is. So work really hard on that in your body language. Putting your body into an S is what dogs do when they're friendly with one another. And when you have your friends over, teach them that. And you don't stare at a puppy like this. You make eye contact, yes, but you don't engage in long stares with them, as that's also a sign of aggression. Yeah, let's use you. Hey, what are you doing over there? What are you doing? So we look at each other and then we break eyesight. And then when we're looking and we have our eye contact and we want to say, oh, I love you, red collar girl. We look at her and then we look off to the side and we go with a little S shape. I love you. I love you. What a good girl you are. Oh, you're such a good girl. Yes, I love you. We don't do a big hug and stifle them. And we don't stare at them and say, I love you. And we don't do any kind of kissing unless we want to be kissed. Then we offer our face and allow a kiss. And then we do a gentle little sideways thing. Because dogs respond to things on their side, not this. Dogs hate it when you come up and put your hand over their head or you offer them your hand to sniff. Those are all super scary for puppies. So when you've got your puppy out and about and strangers are coming to approach your puppy, say, yeah, sure, you can pet my puppy. If you just would get down to their level, please give me a moment and please approach my puppy with your hand open and to the side and let the puppy come to you. Always let the puppy come to the new person. Don't let people be coming, oh, let me touch your puppy, because he's very scary if you were a little tiny puppy and all these strange people are coming up on you. Same thing when you come to pick your puppy up on pickup day. You just sit and you just wait and your puppy will come to you because it's all new and something different for them. So those are just some tips and tricks. When you're driving, don't have your puppy in a crate. Crates are not particularly safe in the car. You want to have your puppy in your booster seat. That's why they're in the puppy starter kit. Your puppy's nice and secure, clipped in, the booster seat's clipped in, and your puppy gets a beautiful view. They get to see what's going on. Usually they go to sleep after about 2 minutes. They're safe, secure, and you're not distracted while you're driving. Don't have your puppy sitting in the seat with you while you're driving. On pickup day, Purpy, I'm over here. Purple keeps trying to talk to Reynolds there. Hey, Purp. When you come to pick your puppy up on pickup day, that's the day you're going to want to have 2 of you, and whoever is the lucky one not driving, you're going to have the puppy right up, holding on to your puppy at first, and then in your lap. Not in a crate, not in a booster seat, nothing. You want to take that time to start to establish and build that strong bond with your puppy and let your puppy learn your scent. But when you're driving in the car otherwise, then what you want is to not have your puppy in a crate, not running around loose in the car, but nice and safe and secure in their booster seat. So those are your prime safety tips for your puppy and a good way to avoid being bitten when you're a puppy. So we hope you found those all helpful. And we're just going to run through the puppy's weights. We're not going to take everyone up individually today. You can see they're all gathered around by Reynolds now because Reynolds the one who feeds them. Reynolds feeds the puppies, I feed the adults. So they're all looking at him going like, well, have you got any treats? So weights for today, holy macaroni, these dogs are big. The biggest puppy in the litter this week is Red Collar Girl, and the puppy who is the smallest, it's a tie between light blue and dark blue. So the blues have it for the smallest ones. So Yellow Collar Girl, she is 2.16 kilograms. That's Yellow Collar Girl right over there. She's busy playing with the crinkly toy. Orange Collar is 1.79 and she's right over here having a little cleanup on aisle 3. And then we've got Red Collar Girl who's here with me, our beefy girl out of the litter, and she's 2.68 kilograms. Oh my God, so a big girl. She has a lovely round tummy. Light blue and dark blue, who are 2 smallest, are 1.72 kilograms. This is dark blue. Light blue's right up there in the front. He is the light chocolate colored boy. Green is over there to my left, the black phantom looking dog, who I believe is a sable. And green collar boy is, excuse me, 2.12 kilograms. And then Mr. Purple Collar. Mr. Purple Collar is the dark chocolate boy right in the front there, and he is 2.36 kilograms. Hey, Purpy. Give me a Purpy so we can show everybody how handsome you are. Oh, what a good boy you are. Let's show everybody your handsome little face. There we go, Mr. Purpy. Now, previously we said this guy was the whiner and the complainer in the litter. That's changed. He's not at all now. But when he wants to come back in his house after being outside, oh, he is very good at letting us know. He and Light Blue Collar, they are great communicators. And you know, one of the best things about having a puppy who can communicate is those are usually the puppies who end up being the smartest and the easiest to work with. So that's our update for today. We hope you enjoyed the video. If you have a second, you can give us a thumbs up. Oh, boy, we would all appreciate that. A paws up. And if you haven't already, we hope you subscribe to our channel so that you get notified whenever a new video comes out, and you can follow along with all our tips and tricks for having a beautiful, wonderful, successful life with your Australian Labradoodle puppy. Thanks for watching.